Hey everybody, this is David Scarica. Just quickly show you the cat I'm always talking about. so, she's a real cutie, you can see. She's a calico. I don't know if you know anything about cats. I didn't know anything about cats till I got here. And she's 12 years old now, that's why she's a bit on the fat side. But calicos are, they're all kinds of different colors, and they're mixing. Like probably you can see she's like orange and black, so she's probably one of her parents was orange and one of them was black. It was actually almost 12 years ago to the day I got her. I got her like mid-January 2012, so she's about 12 years old. Calicos usually live to about 16, 15 to 17. So she's still pretty spry, even though she's kind of chubby. And she's got no inclination. She's so damn spoiled, so she's in pretty good shape. Anyhow, so yeah, beautiful day here today. I decided to do this today because I was gonna reel off a couple videos yesterday, but I was like, you know what? I looked at the weather. I was like, you know what? New Year's Day is gonna be, or New Year's Eve is gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be like sunny like this. Yesterday was kind of raining off and on. It was a little chilly. It's about the same temperature, but with the sun out, it just feels so much warmer. So anyhow, just thought we'd do this. So talk about what I want to talk about is, well, I'm excited for 2024. Now I know a newsletter guy might always say that to try to sell newsletters or something, but like really 2023 and 2020, like 2022, I wasn't that excited about. In 2022, I was like, the Fed is starting to raise rates. I'm really bearish on the markets. If you remember, we were trading options the whole year. It was a stressful year for me. I remember by the end of the year, I had those like blue bags under my eyes, and that's kind of like I remember. I was going to do a whole bunch of videos on sectors, and I was just so burnt out. I just didn't do them. And then I was like, yeah, I got to change this newsletter at some point because I want to do it more media oriented. I want to do less option trading. It's like killing me. I got to wake up at like 3 in the morning every morning and look at futures. And like, look where I live. I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm not totally set for life yet, but it's like, you got to like enjoy this a bit. So, anyhow, so, and I'm always a little bit of an insomniac. I get up at 2 or 3, and I'll go on my phone, and just look at things on in the markets or whatever, or emails, but like that was getting to be like too extreme. So the reason I'm excited is now the Fed loosening cycle is coming in. And last year too, like even though the Fed stopped raising rates, it was like we're still very early in them, or late in the tightening cycle, early in them, going from kind of like tightening to neutral. And I'm like, the market isn't going to do that great. It was like, these magnificent 7 stocks. The NASDAQ on surface had the best year in 20 years since 2003. But the problem is, it's up almost 43%. But the problem is, it was mainly the magnificent 7. And the way my trading style is, I tend to be into small caps when I, invest in companies. And, and I'm into turnaround plays and so so these things were like, maybe I kicked myself for not buying some of the Magnificent Seven in late 2021. So when it was shaping up like that 1966 type bottom was shaping up, and I thought even at the time, I was like, you know what, this could be a 66 scenario, right? Especially because the sentiment got so bearish. You go look at those Investors Intelligence or some of those sentiment indicators, they got so bearish. So anyhow, so anyhow, so yeah, but this year now we're transitioning to the loosening cycle, which for what I do in mining, a lot of the mining stuff I do is very, very positive. It's when gold and gold shares for that 12 to 24 month period in a loosening cycle are about the best performing shares. I've shown this in the past. Even 1995, when the market zoomed higher, gold shares outperformed. Now there is a bit of like a window, and it's usually the first 12 months. And yeah. So, and I'm excited about but I'm really excited about it. I think that the gold and gold shares will go higher, and especially if the market continues higher, if it continues kind of like that 66 to 68 scenario and it rallies into the election. Well, you go look at 2009 to 2011 or 2003 to 2006 or 2019. In 2020, you got these time frames when the Fed is loosening and the market rallies and gold stocks rally. That's the best time frame for gold equities, right? So that's basically it. So yeah, I'm really really excited about this year going forward, and I'm going to do a members update, which will be a more traditional, kind of PowerPoint or whatever, screen sharing update with charts and stuff, and I'll show people how I'm positioned. I've got a whole bunch of junior deals that I've done. I've got this zinc battery storage deal, which I'm really, really excited about. I think that could be a huge, huge deal for us here. And it's already tripled in value from the private placement. So, and private placement only closed like a week ago. So I'm really excited. I think stuff like, I don't mind mentioning this company because they're a sponsor company. Actually, they're the first one that's going to get up on my ramped up stock chart of the day. I'm going to spend a lot more money on advertising and getting views here on these videos and stuff like that, and do it the proper way. I'm doing it, through the YouTube avenue, through their own advertising system, not buying, bought views. And so Inco One's kind of the first company that signed on for that. And I've talked about this, like they basically are trading at their monthly revenues, like the whole entire market cap of the company. So they're trading at like 113, something like that, their revenues, so, essentially they make the same amount of revenue a month that they have in total market cap. So I think at some point when gold turns, that's going to move. And then I got a couple pre-IPOs that I did that I think will do good. So I'm pretty excited about this year. Last year was kind of a transition year. I'm going to keep Addicted to Profits, by the way, but it's going to be more about this, like living offshore, becoming whatever you kind of call it, a digital nomad, an expat. For people who specifically want to move to the Bahamas, I can connect them with lawyers to show them how they move offshore, show them how they become a non-resident, all that sort of thing. So that's what I'm going to do with Addicted to Profits. And then probably sometime in the next first month or two of the year. Right now, I'm just using Addicted to Profits to upload the stock charts. I'm going to data dump everything on stockchartoftheday.com, and then everything will be the market side or the investment side stuff will be on Stock Chart of the Day. So I'm excited for that too, because now I'm hoping that Stock Chart of the Day can do really good, and I think it's a better model for today's world. Like I'm not really into the monthly newsletter model anymore. I'm into more of these video updates. I don't like to have a structure. I don't want to be like, oh, we're going to do 3 updates. I did that in the past. Oh, we're going to do 3 a week and this, that. And it's like, no, it's like, look, if markets are slow, I will do one members update a week. But, markets are slow, there'll be less, additional updates. If markets are like, doing well, our companies, our investments are doing well, yeah, there'll be more updates. So, and the last thing is, I'll talk about it more next week. This discounted lifetime membership I have is going to end on, the offer I've been giving is going to end on January the 8th. So for anyone who's kind of interested in that. So anyhow, then I'll leave it at that. I like to keep these are bigger files too when I do the video on my phone as opposed to the screen share. So I like to keep these between 8 and 10 minutes. So so have a happy new year. I don't know if I'll do a video on New Year's Day. We'll definitely be back on the 2nd. New Year's Day is going to be a great day for me in sports. The Raiders play today, so they have a very slight chance at the playoffs if they can kind of win out. Actually, they went off. It's not so slight. It's 12% now, but they went out. They have this thing. The New York Times has this page where you can look at all the scenarios. If the Raiders win out, they actually have like nearly a 70% chance of being in the playoffs. So we'll see. It's tough with a rookie quarterback. So, anyhow, and then tomorrow morning, Leeds play. They've stunk the last few games. And then tomorrow at noon, I'm an LSU fan, and LSU plays their bowl game. So it's always a great time of year. If you're a football and soccer fan, that week before Christmas to just after New Year's Day is like the best 2 weeks of the year. So everybody take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.